Hey everybody, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to Farming Simulator 17, and welcome back to Gwenddwr. This is literally where we left off last episode. It's evening on day 3 of spring, and we are going to go, get this turned back on, we're going to go, I guess we'll park up this little water tanker first, and then we'll go get our trailer, and we'll go get some pig food. We'll bring it down here, and I think I'd like to buy the pigs before we load the pig food, so we can find out, right, we'll get the correct amount in there. Now we've got, I think it said 14,000 liters over at the forage mixer, and I guess we'll bring all that over here. I don't know if we can store that in a silo, but I guess we'll bring all that over here. I don't want to get into trying to like guess, right, or estimate, you know, we need 2,000 liters, we need 4,000 liters, because we wouldn't be able to put a specific amount into the trailer anyway. We'd very likely end up with a little bit over or a little bit under. So we've got 100,000 liters of soybeans in the silo. I thought about selling them and using that money to buy the pigs, but we're not going to, and here's why. We'll get these gates open, I'll show you. And I pulled the Bobcat over from the little shed here. So the triggers for both of these doors open with my B button, right? And the light switch over in the corner also uses the B button, and B is the command that I have to get in and out of the vehicles. So yeah, it was a ton of command overlap. Every time I got into the Bobcat, it would close the door, and then when I opened the door, it would put me back in the Bobcat. It was becoming a bit of a scene. Right, so if we go here and we go to prices and we go to soybeans, they're not 1185. They're like 1600, which would put them up here somewhere, 1600 per 1,000 liters. And the highest they're supposed to go is 2,000. So, I mean, we can get more money for them right now. Yeah, 1613 right now. But it looks like they go up to about 2,000, which is a difference of 25%. Add another 25% to that. The way I'm figuring it is, if we use our soybeans right now, we can sell them. If we use our soybeans if we convert that to revenue and use that to buy the pigs, we can get about 160,000 cash today. Maybe slightly less, because every time you take a trailer load down to the sell point, it does lower the price a bit. But let's say we get 150,000. Pigs are 3,000 a piece. We could buy 50 pigs, which is quite a few. We don't have a ton of food for them, right? We only have the 14,000 liters of food, so we might end up buying food. And also, we can get more for those soybeans later. So it's a question of, you know, would you like to sell something now for one amount, or would you like to sell that same thing later for more money? I'm saying more money. And what that means is we'll jack the loan today, but only to 100K, because we have more than 100K of crop in the silo. And that means we could pay off our loan anytime we want. And at that point, we're using credit the way credit was intended to be used, rather than as a loan, we're using it as actual credit. So let's do that. If we have to pay off the loan, or if we start feeling like the interest is getting out of hand, we'll go ahead and pay it off. But I don't think the interest will be more than what we could get for the difference in soybeans. Did I say that right? Yes, we will pay interest, but the amount that we pay in interest will be, it will not be greater than the additional income that we'll get when we wait for the price to go up. If it does. As it stands right now, the price on the forecast is different than the price in real life. So we'll see. We'll just play it by ear. It's just pixels, man. It's just a video game. So we'll get this hooked up. Right, like so. We'll go pick up our food. And I think I'm just going to have the pigs delivered. I don't know. I don't feel like leasing a trailer and going through all that rigmarole. We'll just have them delivered. And I also got a tip from somebody in the comments. They said there is a single track between the sell point and the forage mixer and the BGA and pig farm. There's a little track through the fields. So we will make use of that and save a trip. We'll definitely use that in the future. Now, as we get our pig farm up and running, and, you know, I don't always want to be talking about the Western Shore, but the Western Shore is, to me, it's kind of a significant map. For me personally, it's a significant map. It's what really got me back into Farm Sim 17. It's the reason I'm playing Farm Sim 17 again, and for the foreseeable. I don't see, unless FS2X is something really spectacular, I don't see me moving away from FS17 for a while. And that's because of the Western Shore. So yeah, I will talk about it. And it is sort of a benchmark map for me. We made so much money with pigs. And I don't know if that's the geomod. I don't know if that's something that Bullet Bill has written into the map. Not a hack or anything, not an exploit, but just the way that he has the economy configured. I don't know if that will be possible on this map. We've made some decent money from wool. I think we made back what we spent on sheep, did we not? Maybe not quite yet. All right, we're at, looks like about 10,000 pounds empty. 10,000 pounds, 10,000 kilos. Probably 10,000 pounds. 10,000 kilos is quite a bit. All right, so we'll get this backed up. We'll get it loaded up, and we'll check out that little cutoff between here and the pig farm. All right, now I did see, when we were trying to turn this thing on, I did see an adjustment for automatic filling, manual filling. Get out, set for automatic charging. Well, if we do this, okay. So start filling. All right. So there's automatic and manual. I guess if you have it set to automatic, as soon as you back in, it loads up. And if you have it set to manual, you have to do it manually. I don't mind either. I guess a preference, if I had one, would be manual. I like that on the pipe on combine harvesters as well. I like to have that little extra hint of a realism. You know how that goes. All right, so I'm told you come out of here, you make a left, and then you make another left, and sure enough, there it is. All right, very carefully through here. And it looks like we might have to cut across some of our neighbors' fields, which is, you can do that in real life, can you not? Yeah, if you're on good terms with your neighbors, if you have a bit of an agreement, save game. Or, even better, if it's just sort of hidden and off to the left. All right, and does this go all the way around now? Do we have to go through this field? No, we do not. Okay. So I imagine it'll be like this all the way across. I thought for a minute that we would have to open a gate and cut across a field, but now I think maybe it's just between the hedges here. Okay, I'll take it. We're not going super fast. We are loaded. We're not going super fast, but I still think there is going to be a net savings to come through here. We'd be going maybe slightly faster on the road, but it's quite a bit further. So, yep, we will make use of this. Oh, there goes my voice. How'd we do? 8 minutes, not bad. We will make use of this whenever possible. All right, now we need to figure out where the trigger is. What do you want to do? Do you want to buy pigs first and then put the food in? Let's buy the pigs first, and that way it will take more out of here. Because if we unload first, it'll only take a little bit, like a token amount, and then we'll buy the pigs, and the volume in the trough will drop relative to the number of pigs that we have, so we'll have to add more food anyway. Rather than putting the food in twice, let's buy the pigs first. And we'll also get a straw bale dropped off, and we may top off the water. So it won't be a super long video today, but I believe by the end of the episode we will have the pig operation up and running. And then we'll do a little bit of math. It's springtime, so hopefully they are reproducing. We'll do a little bit of math carefully through the trees here, and try to try to forecast how many pigs we're going to end up with on this farm. So let's pull this up here, and let's pull it up far enough that we can swing the gate. Yep, right there. So now we'll close this one, and it's only Wednesday, and it sounds like my voice is not going to make it to Friday. All right, that happens. All right, so where does the pig food go? I say right in here. This would be my guess, but I could be wrong. All right, so first we'll come here. How much is an animal? $4 grand. 4,000. So if we borrow 100 grand right here, that's 25. Let's do it. Tap, tap, tap. Like so. We got 100 grand. And if we buy 25 of these, that's 95,000. We can actually buy 26 for 99,000. You got it. All right. So there are 26 pigs. Now, we're going to hop in here. And do we have enough room to turn this thing around? More or less. So we'll get this turned around. We'll get it backed in and hope that that is the trigger. It may be. It may not be. And if it's not, we'll just drive around and keep looking. Keep looking till we find it. We can stuff this in here momentarily. Straighten it out a little bit. Stuff this in here momentarily just to make our 3-point turn. And like so. And see if this is a trigger back here. All right. Getting the fuel fill trigger up front. Yep. All right. So we got it in one. That's always nice. And how much food did they take? Where's our... Wow. Really not a lot. Okay. So 26 animals. That's about 12, 15. I'd say less than 2,000 liters. Yeah. Well, we had 9,700 in here, and it's at 8,100 now. So about 1,600 liters for 3 days for 26 pigs. So if we break that down into thirds, approximately, it's about 500 liters per day per 25 animals. I know we have 26 and it's 1,600, but just rough math. It's about 500 liters per day. So that'd be 2,000 liters per day for 100 animals. Okay. I mean, that's not a ton of food. I was thinking about all the animals that we ended up with on the Western Shore and how we were feeding them just tons and tons and tons of food per day. It could be that the way the script is written for the forage mixer, that the food you create from it is more efficient. The animals need less of it. I don't know, just speculating. So then we'll come over here, we'll top this thing off. And we can actually shut this off. We'll set the brake. All right, that's full. Set the brake, we'll turn that off. And now we'll go hop in our Bobcat and figure out where our straw bale goes. And they do take straw, do they not? They do. There is a box there. I'm thinking over here somewhere. Question is, how do we get to there? That gate does not open. That's can't jump through there. All right. Now, sometimes I've seen it goes out here by the actual little pig houses. We can get in there over here, and we can get in. Oh, pardon me. We can get in over here. These gates don't open. Nope. And nothing over here. Okay, so we'll have to come in right here. And then we'll figure out, does it go in the shed or does it go in the little pig house or in front of it? All right. And how we doing on time? 14 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. Man, I got a notice from YouTube. I got a notice from YouTube saying, all your numbers are down. And I have to say, I don't know how many of you like make videos or have a channel or whatever, but I'm not like making a living. This is a hobby for me. I'm not making any money from this. And still, I check my numbers a lot, probably more than I should. Some of that is OCD. Some of it is just curiosity. But I check my numbers a lot. So yeah, I know. I don't think I'm doing anything differently, but I know the numbers are down. And then YouTube sends me this notification like, hey, did you know that? Yeah, man. Yeah, I knew that. Thank you for making me feel terrible. I don't know what's going on. It seems to happen every summer because I've been doing this. This is the third summer that I've done this now. A little over 2 years. And it seems to happen every summer, but it's still YouTube, man. And I know it's not like some person wrote that letter. I know it's just a piece of software. You know, some data point tripped a trigger and it generated that email and sent it automatically, but it's still funny. To me, anyway. All right. We'll get this closed. All right. No pigs escape. And let's try over by the pig houses first, because we're kind of pointed that way. And if we can't find it in 2 tries, there's another gate right there. If we can't find it in 2 tries, all right, go on that guy right there, then we will turn the dialogue markers on and see if we can find it that way. Nope. Disturbing, but, you know, strange things happen on the farm. Pigs move through vehicles. All right, so we'll come back around this way. They don't care. Not even noticing me. All right, here we go. In here, perhaps. Yep, right there. And how much? Plenty. I think we're over our limit. We're over our cap. So plenty of straw in there. Okay. Well, that was easy. And our pig operation is up and running. Now, are they reproducing yet? No. It'll take a little while, probably a couple hours in-game for everything to kind of cycle through and for us to get an idea of how quickly they're reproducing. It is evening. Let's do this. It is evening. I don't think we have anything else to do today before the sun sets. So let's go ahead and park this up. And I don't know if this is vehicle parking right here. I'm going to use it as vehicle parking temporarily. We'll probably relocate all this stuff at some point. But for now, we'll just throw things in here to get them out of the way. Drop that down. Set the brake. And let's hop out here and just advance time an hour or so. And see if the reproduction clock has started ticking. So if we go here now, about a day and a half to make an animal. So we won't make too many this spring, but we have 26 and we have food for them. And those are 2 important things. We have enough to feed them because, again, if we ever end up with 100 pigs or 400 pigs, are we going to have enough food for them? The nice thing is we can use corn instead of root crops. So that's one hassle avoided. And then barley and wheat and canola and soybeans. We'll always have plenty of that. Okay, so I think that's us done. How'd we do? 18 minutes. Yep, that's us done. Pig farm is up and running. Thanks for stopping back to check out The Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Farming Simulator 17. This is Gwenddwr. We'll see you next time. Take care now.